Hey, we're in the middle of winter steelhead season right now, and I want to talk to you about bead fishing. Many of you know that is one of my favorite ways to catch fish, especially in the winter time. I do use eggs, do use yarnies, which I'll show you how to make a yarn bug at a later video. But beads are something I started fishing in the Northwest here quite a few years ago, and I find that there's sometimes that they outproduce when nothing else works. So a variety of beads I use. I'll use, hard beads a lot of times. I either use the Brad's row beads, heavy bead, make some really nice beads. The nice thing about these is these are heavier plastic and glass and ceramic. So the cool thing about the heavy beads is they sink faster. So you got situations you need to get really down in the water, you can do that with those. With the Brads, they're a plastic bead, but you peg them on, makes it really, really nice. The one that I'm starting to use right now is a company out in New York called Death Row Beads. I have really liked these. These are soft beads. There's many types of soft beads out there. The nice thing about a soft bead is it's in some situations it's a neutral buoyancy, so it's just tumbling along almost and mimicking a natural egg. So I'll talk to you a little bit about those here in a minute. So for some riggings. All right. So here is my hard bead rig. This is a Brad's bead. You take the bead, I peg it usually 2 fingers above the hook. Typically I'm using a number 4 or number 2 hook is all I run for my winter steelhead. And then the peg is a tapered rubber peg that can go in and you can pull it tight and then you can just snip off the end. So, and then it doesn't fray the line like a toothpick would, so you could use a toothpick, but some guys do that. I don't like to because I find that could fray the line. So I like to use plastic or rubber band. Now, when you go to, set this aside, when you go to heavy bead has rubber bands, and they have a little tool that you can stick in there, grab a hold of that band and pull it through. So that way you get the bead with a little loop. The nice thing about that is when you're fishing different situations, you're not sure the color that they're going to want for the day, you can actually slide this up and over the hook, cinch this down over the hook on the line there in fishing. And if you go through several drifts, you don't like that color, want to change it, it's easy to pull off, throw a different color on. So the rubber band is something that Lauren from Heavy Bead had me start using a few years ago, and I really like it. All right, so the Death Row beads, soft beads. The cool thing with these is they're scented already. He has a cool way that he scents them up. But the neat thing is there's other beads on the market that are scented. But the neat thing about these beads is they're scented, but they don't have any, they're not slimy. Like most scented beads are really slimy and slippery. So these are not. They come in a long chain, and you just simply pop it off, and you slip it on your hook. All right, so when I'm slipping it off the hook, here's one slipped on the hook right here. All right, so sometimes I just slip it on the hook and I'll run a bobber stopper up and slide it on the bobber stopper. One thing that Mike showed me from Death Row Beads is he takes a glass bead, typically in a different color. You can see this if you can come in close to this one here. You can see this here, so this glass bead, so when you slide that over, you get a 2-tone, so it almost looks like a little egg sac in there. So it's pretty cool, low yolk or egg eye. So it gives you a little different coloration of it. They have them in different colors and stuff, but they do take scent, and that's the nice thing about soft beads too, is the night before you go fishing, you can throw them in a little container. You can put some scent in it. I use a lot of the Procure, the oils. They're natural oils, and they just absorb into the egg. So it makes it really nice. Or throughout the day, if you want to touch them, they work really well. So try several different beads. You'll have a fun time with it, and see you out on the water.